Before somebody trusts you, before they fear you, before they admire you, before they reject you, your body has already spoken. And the shocking part is this: most people spend years improving their words while completely ignoring the silent signals that decide how others emotionally experience them. Tonight, I'm going deeper than surface level communication. I'm going into the psychology of confidence, attraction, leadership, trust, emotional intelligence, manipulation, and human behavior. This is not about becoming fake. This is not about pretending to be powerful. This is about understanding the hidden language human beings unconsciously speak every single day. And by the end of this video, you may never observe people the same way again. Have you ever met someone and instantly felt safe around them, uncomfortable around them, inspired by them, or intimidated by them within just a few seconds before they even explained themselves? And that is body language. Human beings are emotional scanners. Your brain is constantly asking, is this person dangerous? Is this person confident? Can I trust them? Are they hiding something? Are they emotionally stable? And most of these judgments happen subconsciously. This means people often respond to your energy before your intelligence. And that is why two people can say the exact same sentence but receive completely different reactions. One appears confident and the other appears insecure. One appears warm, the other appears threatening, not because of the words, but because of silent communication. Many people believe communication is mostly verbal, but in reality, non-verbal communication shapes emotional inter. Your posture, eye contact, breathing, gestures, facial tension, movement, tone, and silence all influence how people feel around you. Body language affects leadership, interviews, relationships, dating, negotiations, parenting, public speaking, friendships, and even social status. The truth is, people rarely remember every word you said, but they always remember how you made them feel. And that is why emotionally intelligent communicators focus not only on the information but emotional experiences. The human brain evolved for survival. Thousands of years ago, our ancestors needed to quickly determine danger, trust, confidence, aggression, and social rank. And so the brain became extremely sensitive to the body language. Even today, modern humans unconsciously scan the posture, facial expressions, eye movement, tension, hand behavior, movement speed, and emotional calmness. A person walking calmly with grounded movement often appears more powerful than someone aggressively demanding the attention, because true confidence rarely screams. Insecurity usually overperforms. One of the most ignored body language secrets is the feet. And why? Because people consciously control their face first. But feet are less monitored by the conscious mind. Feet often reveals emotional comfort, attraction, anxiety, desire to live, openness, or resistance. For example, if somebody's body faces you but their feet point towards the exit, their subconscious may already want to leave. This is incredibly important during interviews, negotiations, conversations, dating, and leadership interactions. Feet often reveal emotional truth before words do. So let's go deeper. Feet pointing towards someone often indicate attention, curiosity, emotional interest, or attraction. Feet constantly shifting may reveal nervousness, impatience, discomfort, or anxiety. Crossed feet directed away from someone may indicate emotional withdrawal. But remember something important: body language is not mind reading. One signal alone proves nothing. Emotionally intelligent observation requires patterns, not assumptions. This is where many internet body languages experts become dangerous. They oversimplify the human psychology. Micro expressions are tiny facial reactions lasting fractions of seconds, and they can reveal hidden emotional states. For example, someone may smile politely, but briefly display anger, fear, or disgust before recovering. These expressions happen because emotions often leak before conscious control activates. Micro expressions become famous through psychology and behavioral analysis studies. But here is the important ethical reminder: the goal is not paranoia, the goal is empathy and awareness. Humans constantly leak emotions through tension, blinking, jaw tightening, eyebrow movement, lip compression, and the breathing. Fear may appear through widened eyes, anger may appear through jaw tension, sadness may appear through lowered eyelids and reduced movement. Genuine happiness often activates the eyes, not just the mouth. This is why fake smiles often feel emotionally empty. People may not consciously understand why, but subconsciously they feel the inconsistency. Eye contact is one of the strongest emotional signals in human interaction. Too little eye contact may create distrust, insecurity, or emotional disconnection. Too much eye contact may create intimidation, aggression, or discomfort. Balanced eye contact communicates confidence, presence, emotional intelligence, and trustworthiness. Great communicators do not share aggressively, they connect naturally. Modern internet culture often promotes fake dominance. You hear advices like never break eye contact, dominate the room, always appear powerful, but emotionally mature leadership is not intimidation. Forced alpha behavior often creates discomfort, emotional distance, insecurity, and distrust. Real confidence does not need constant performance. True leaders make people feel safe, not emotionally threatened. Humans instinctively feel safer when they can see another person's hands. Historically, hidden hands could signal danger. Even today, visible hands subconsciously communicate honesty, openness, and transparency. This is why speakers using open hand gestures often appear more trustworthy. Meanwhile, hidden hands can unintentionally create distance. Great leaders use open gestures because openness creates psychological safety. Closed gestures may signal defensiveness, insecurity, or emotional resistance, but openness signals inclusion, confidence, honesty, and emotional stability. This doesn't mean exaggerating moments. Authenticity matters more than performance. Your shoulders silently communicate emotional state. Collapsed shoulders often signal exhaustion, insecurity, or emotional defeat. Grounded shoulders often communicate confidence, calmness, leadership, and emotional resilience. People respond differently to posture because posture changes emotional perception. One of the most powerful communication tools is the silence. Weak communicators fear silence. Confident communicators control silence. Pauses create authority, emotional impact, clarity, and attention. Fast, nervous talking often reveals anxiety. Calm pacing creates presence. Humans naturally mirror people they emotionally connect with. This may include the postures, gestures, tone, or energy. Mirroring helps creating emotional synchronization. And this is why close friends often develop similar communication styles over time. Now we enter the controversy. Mirroring can build empathy, but it can also become manipulation. Healthy mirroring creates comfort. Manipulative mirroring creates artificial emotional trust for personal gain. And this is why emotional intelligence must always be connected with ethics. Relaxed facial expressions make people feel emotionally safe. Constant tension may unintentionally communicate anger, judgment, or emotional pressure. Warm communicators often create calmness through relaxed presence. Emotionally intelligent people respect personal space. Invading space may create discomfort, anxiety, or defensiveness. Confident people rarely need to dominate territory. Mature presence respects boundaries. Yes, is deeply misunderstood. Many people believe constant movement creates charisma, but excessive movement often communicates nervousness. Stillness communicates calmness, confidence, emotional control, and authority. Common mistakes include the fake smiles, nervous touching, overcompensating confidence, restless movement, forced dominance, and emotional inconsistency. The goal is not the perfection, the goal is awareness. Great leaders create trust without fear. Their body language communicates calmness, emotional control, listening, patience, and safety. Toxic leaders often overuse intimidation. Real life examples and the storytelling, high retention audience engagement prompts, positive psychology and emotional intelligence insights, viral discussion points for YouTube audiences, ethical communication and leadership lessons. So, this is how leaders create trust without intimidation. In relationships, body language affects trust, attraction, emotional bonding, empathy, and conflict resolution. Sometimes emotional warmth matters more than the perfect words. Interviews are emotional evaluations. Employers observe confidence, calmness, composure, listening ability, and professionalism. Body language strongly shapes first impressions. Confidence always signals during interviews and the negotiation. So the real life examples and the storytelling, high retention, audience engagement prompt, positive psychology and emotional intelligence insights, viral discussion points, ethical communication, and leadership lessons. This knowledge should never become manipulation. The goal is empathy, awareness, emotional intelligence, and healthier communication. True influence uplifts people. Can body language be faked? Are introverts disadvantaged? Yes, temporarily. But long term authenticity is difficult to fake consistently. Are introverts disadvantaged? No. Quiet people can possess extraordinary emotional presence. Authenticity beats performance, emotional intelligence beats acting, and genuine emotional calmness often becomes more powerful than rehearsed confidence. The strongest communicators make people feel respected, heard, safe, and valued. And that is the highest level of communication, not control, not domination, human connection. If this video changed the way you see the communication, share your biggest realization in the comments. Subscribe for more videos on psychology, leadership, emotional intelligence, and human behavior. And remember, the goal of body language is not manipulation. The goal is understanding empathy and a stronger human connection. Thank you.